start?
Please
Like,
be
I
serious.
think
All right, Blight, you're at the bottom.
so. Psychic, go ahead.
I don't think he's there.
I don't think he's here.
Okay.
Drifter, you here?
Yeah, I am.
What's
All
one thing in the community you'd like to see improved?
Ooh, that's actually kind of a hard question if you think about it. I don't know. I'm gonna have to actually think about that for a second.
It's a bunch of little shit that like you can't even think of right now.
Actually, one thing
Yeah.
I'd like to see
Alright.
is you could loot bodies of people that are dead. I'd
Okay,
love to see that.
I will write it down.
DMAT.
Yeah, like you were saying, Drex, admins being more approachable, not just sitting up in the admin channels all the time. Being easier to talk to, basically, is what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
That would be one big improvement, and more in touch with the community, as in not the yes, them not sitting in the admin channels, but them actually like playing with the people of the server. Not because I have seen this from a lot of people. I know there are certain admins that do this and certain ones that don't, but I have seen a lot of admins that just go somewhere on some building in a stair and just sit on the roof and then don't say a word or anything. Or if they do, they're just being a troll if they say something. I don't want to see that. That is one thing I don't want to see.
Mm-hmm.
Because basically what that's saying is we can do things that you can't. Ha 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 ha.
Mm-hmm.
I want the admins to be more, not to act as elitists, more of kind of on an equal scale.
Okay. I'm writing this stuff down.
Drifter posted something in the channel too. Well,
Okay.
Recoil, I'll say the reason I just want to start the bottom is because I know those at the top in the top of this channel have a lot of things because we've been voicing.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Alright,
I'm
Dan?
gonna write all this down.
I don't know, skip me.
Businessman, are you here still?
I know he'll have something serious to say. We'll go back to him.
Blasian?
No, no, you're below me. I need more time to think.
Alright, Kenny, it's really more openness. It kind of touches on DMATs, but it's more openness and a flow of communication in all aspects
Mm-hmm.
between both, and this is both the community to the admins and then the admins back to community.
Mm-hmm.
The Slacker forum honestly just doesn't do it because it's just not enough, if that makes sense.
Can I
Like,
say something real quick?
1 second, sorry, DMAT. I want to finish this train of thought. Like with this update, having it released to the community beforehand to get opinions on, instead of how it felt for, and what I think set people off wasn't the changes themselves, but the fact it felt forced down their throats.
Did you finish, Drex?
Yes, thank you.
All
Sorry
right.
about that.
Well, basically, yeah, it's like the forum. Not enough people read the forums. A lot of people don't even ever get on. They might have signed up to get on the server, but that's like the only time they'll ever get on unless they're making an application or something. Now, I'm going to tell you as myself, as when I first joined, I used to never read the forums. But recently, since I joined the gang and I do actually more active stuff with the community, I read the forums on a casual basis now. Now, a lot of people, not enough people read the forums to be able to get a lot of those messages because they don't read the forums. That's why another reason why I want the admins to be more more vocal with the common people that play the server and not just with the other admins. I finished.
Okay.
Good.
So, are we only talking about admins right now? Is
No,
that
you-
all we're
anything
talking
about the
issues
server.
with the
Anything.
server you want to see
Alright,
improved.
so, I think the rules need to be improved more. Maybe you'll still have the broad, but I think that we need more subgroups in them so that people understand like what's right and what's wrong. Like, don't be a dick. What if somebody's like RPing on like severe like dickness, but somebody's like, oh, this guy was being such a dick to me. He said like called me a cunt or something like.
Mm-hmm.
In RP, it wasn't like offensive, and then no abusive language should be shown on there too. I'm not sure if it is at this time, but
Yeah.
yeah, like I think the rules are just too broad and open for too much interpretation between, oh that's wrong, and someone's like, oh that's right, things like that.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm writing your idea down. Okay,
Waldo?
Waldo.
Watto.
Alright, well, I already told Drax that I think that a lot of the bad apples on the server need to be removed. I'm not gonna name anyone, but I mean, there are a few people that, you know, it's gone to an extent where a lot of people are leaving solely because of their behavior on the server, and
If you
Their
don't want to
interact-
say it in front of these guys, PM me who you think's the bad apples, and I will see what you. I will try to investigate to see why you guys think they're a bad apple. If you don't want to say it, just PM me, and I will look into it.
I'll PM you with a full list. I'll
Okay.
PM Drax too.
Okay.
Recoil?
User joined your channel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We're working on that.
User joined your channel.
Hey Kenny, can we get you to say one thing that you would like as well? Like, I know we've all just voiced our stuff to you, but can you voice something to us as well as community members that you
I
from the
want to
admin
do
team?
it.
Well, here, go ahead, Sean. Since you just joined, I'm glad you're here.
I only have
I
a
know you have
minute,
to
but
peace out, but
yeah.
can you do a quick summary just for everyone in here, since I've been running my mouth to them about everything we talked about in general last night?
Oh God,
Just
no, I couldn't do that.
just
I
do
pretty
the
much put
best
it on the
summation.
forums. If you guys want to like take a look at it, basically we want to change the way how we're doing the helicopter thing. Um, you know how
It's
the insurance
not
is kind
about
of
that,
piss
just
people
the
off.
working of like the interaction of the server parts. like with interacting with you and everyone. Those parts, I guess, is what I was getting at with you.
I basically told people to PM me. I mean, I'm not the best activity-wise because I work 10, 12 hours a day and I have a lot of responsibilities, but most of the time I'm pretty cool about responses, and of course we will be willing to hold like some sort of meeting or something. What I'd actually like to do instead of that is like be a little more upfront on the forums with our updates, because come to find
Buddy
out, like
joined
we
your
had a
channel.
post about the update like weeks before it even like hit the public sphere, but nobody, it didn't get out to you guys, and that's a problem.
What is this shit?
Really big interview.
Okay, can you go ahead the thing like whatever you want to see, just so we can get that as well?
I want to see the forums not be full of unproductive shitbags, or people who act like unproductive
I think
shitbags.
everyone agrees on that. But
Absolutely.
I mean, I think everyone agrees there. Kenny, can
That
you give
kitty
us one?
thread was like
Cancer.
a good testament. Yeah, it's
Cancer on a
fucking.
number of levels from a number of people.
Especially because it's not just
We're back.
them complaining about something. Nobody has any problems with someone complaining or reporting something like that. That's serious for sure. The problem is when you use it as a vehicle to attack the community and the staff members.
Okay. Kenny, can we get something like what you want to see as well from us as community members?
Yeah, give me a minute, man. Be right back.
No worries.
What's up, Sean? I've never really talked to you much.
Yo, who said that?
It was DMAT Doppler.
Oh, yeah. What's up?
So what's the stance on the server? I heard that from Drax that you're trying to get like the server pretty much, and that we're trying to build it back up with
Well, yeah,
saying
and
that we
there's
would.
never any intention to take it out.
I would. Yeah, I know. There wasn't. Okay, then
No.
why was Bobbas going on about all that?
I think someone may have either misinterpreted what he said or he.
No, I was the first person he said it to, and I can quote his exact words because I'll never forget them. It was, I am done with this server. I'm not going to pay for it anymore. We released this last update on purpose so that we would lose, so the player base would die, so we can shut it down.
I think he was just being bitter. That wasn't the case.
He said it to everybody else. And
Oh,
also
that wasn't what the reasoning was at all.
yeah,
There was no
okay.
conversation of that.
Well, okay, but Sean, the thing is, but that's really what got all these people to leave. I'm gonna
That's
tell you
as
now.
I mentioned, Sean, is what went on.
Also, yeah, see, somebody else was there, and that's pretty much what he said, isn't it? That's exactly what he said. Okay, well, but basically what I'm saying is, okay, I was fine with the update. I mean, if it was just the update, I understand it might have not been the greatest update. I can wait for the next one that they're going to release, because it would have probably been quick if that update was not liked that much. I was fine with that. But the fact that I went up there to tell Bobbas and the admins on the time that were on at the time that a lot of people are complaining about it, when I went up there to tell them, I'm not going to go, I didn't try to make it offensive or anything, but they took it as an offense and they started pretty much bitching at me for saying it. And
it's because they don't really play and they're trying to do other shit and they don't want to talk to anyone.
Yeah,
and that's the problem. That's one of the
converse with
problems with the servers right now.
You're
is that
absolutely right,
The
but
admins don't care about the people. I mean, they
well,
might
not
care
the
about
admins,
us,
the senior
but
staff there.
yeah, they don't.
I do care about you guys.
Yeah,
They
a
don't
lot of
want
us
to.
care.
The
thing is,
make
though, a lot of us
updates
don't
and they
play
think
Arma.
that they make updates and they don't. They make updates and they expect that to fix the server, when updates alone won't fix the server.
And that's
You have
like
to try harder.
And Sean, it's like I was telling everyone what we spoke of last night is opening the flow of communication. And I think this right here is actually helping. We have you, Sean.
Well, I'm going to tell you guys right now, don't expect anything from Bobbas per se. He'll come in when he wants to participate. Other than that, he's playing other games with the community. This isn't an Arma dedicated community. We play all kinds of games. So it's the same thing with Dietrich. He used to play this game. He's no longer around. He is for sure wants to have nothing to do with this community. But Bobbas will do his thing when he needs to. He helps develop and stuff too.
Mini Storm
That's
is
fine.
the person.
No,
And, like-
Ministorm is not the
Minis-
person. He does not play any games.
He doesn't. He plays. He plays the game. I play with
Yes,
Ministorm
but your
often.
best bet would be to talk to Bobbus,
Yushan.
me, or Killa.
Yep.
Or
And
Kenny.
that's kind of where I went, and I told them, as we had our conversation last night, that you do care, and that's, I think, us being in here for what now, 2 hours, almost
Yeah.
now, an hour and a half.
Hour and a half.
Hour and a half shows, and this is to you, Sean and Kenny, shows this group of players still care, and that's why we're trying to work stuff out. And I'll relay everything to you, Sean, since I know you have to go, that we talked about.
Yeah.
And we're gonna try and get people back. There's some actions I know that want to be seen, and it's not necessarily just the specific part of the update. It's just a general openness from you guys.
I think part of there's been a few things that I've been kind of mulling over, and yeah, I think staff decisions has been part of it. There's been several things that kind of rolled into one thing here, and to off balance it, I'm not gonna sit here and mudsling at other staff members,
No,
stuff
and
like
we don't.
that.
We don't want.
They
you
do
to.
their job, that's fine, but I think overall what does need to happen, like you guys were talking about, is we need some new, fresh blood, some people who enjoy playing the server. Who are a little more probably dedicated to be admins. I try my best, but like I said, I work a lot, so I'm usually on like after 9 p.m. my time, which is PST. So for you guys, that's past midnight probably.
Yeah, it's midnight for me.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'll say in this way, because I think we're getting to a point that we're starting to beat the dead horse,
Yeah,
whatever
well,
analogy.
let's not bring up Hannah. Okay,
No.
let's not bring up Hannah or Aiden.
Yeah,
Okay?
Let's
I
honestly not bring up any
Don't care about that.
specific individuals, but I mean, I'm gonna, like I said, I'll type up stuff, and we'll talk later, Sean, and I'll relay it to everyone else in here. But I think these kind of things right now, what happened, we have a pretty good representative of the community voicing our opinions. This is a good thing.
Well, there's a reason why they aren't admins. Once again, I'm not gonna mudsling, but there were offenses by both of them that made them not admins.
I mean, I really think that we can, as a group, work and improve the community to where it was. I've been on that soapbox for the last 24 hours now. Because, and this right here shows it, we have a broad variety of people who don't usually talk with each other, all voicing opinions in a nice, calm, collective manner.
I really don't want to see this community die. I've been on it practically since the beginning. I think I joined 2 weeks after the community started, or the Arma 3 server. And whenever the community started, I was in it on and off, but really when the Arma 3 started up is when I was really getting into the community. And
I was here since the beginning before this was STS, before Altus Life. We were actually deploy host from the beginning. There was me, a guy named Tyler, you guys never met him, Dietrich, Alan, and what? Yeah, Alan.
Yeah,
There was
I'm
someone
missing
else too, but it was just us guys. And then all of a sudden, we got a hold of a life mission, and it was a really shitty life mission. It was from Arma 2, but we kind of made it work. And then all of a sudden, we had this guy who rolled in and was like, well, let's just make a new mission from scrap. And that's what happened. And then that's what brought in the life servers that you have today. Was our mission file. Like, you wouldn't have Critical Gaming if it wasn't for us. You wouldn't have all these other places. We were the ones who actually put all the work in and like got that initial mission file out.
And we thank you for that as members that have enjoyed our time here, and we want to continue it.
Absolutely.
Does anyone else have a point they want to bring up for Sean, Kenny, or can we go and wrap it up with all of us and then be fine? Like for tonight, I should say, so we can see what we can
I gotta
change.
peace out, but I want you guys to at least stick around the server long enough to try out some other shit that we're gonna do. Not just with the mission file, but like maybe client-side modding or something. We're gonna try some new shit and see if we can find something fun.
All right, no, Sean, can I have a question real quick?
Yeah, what's up?
Who is taking control of the server from henceforth?
Well, I mean, all the silver crowns, whenever they feel like participating, you know,
All right,
that's what's gonna happen.
But my question is funding still going to be provided to the server?
Yeah.
All right, then yeah.
As long as we have money here, as long as we're getting donations, we're not gonna take it down.
I would
However,
love to
it
help
is-
in any way I can.
It is very expensive to run the server. It's not like
Yeah,
a box at
yeah.
a game server hosting company. It's an actual slot on a rack in a server company. So it's a little pricey.
We host it on.
I might be able to hook up a deal since this is a good server. I have a friend that actually has a really big server box, and he doesn't do anything with it. He could host the TeamSpeak and the full Arma 3 server from
The
it.
problem with that is that we need bandwidth too. This
Yeah,
server,
he does. He has everything that you could probably need in any type of computer because he works. I mean, he said that I'm allowed to give this out. He works for the FBI and he's like the head tech guy of everything. For
Well, I
not
guess-
the whole not like everything in the FBI, but for his section.
Well, I
the
guess
problem
you
with
might-
that is that we have a lot of stipulations, being that we're a non-profit organization. We kind of have to keep a lot of things in our organization and pay for them that way.
Yeah.
Well, I guess DMAT and Sean, since Sean does have to go, I don't want to try and keep him longer since he has to be out. He told me that before he came down here. You guys maybe hook up later and talk about it and see what can be done.
All right.
I'll be
That's
back in a
a
little
viable
bit. I'm
option.
just gonna go grocery shopping and get some stuff done.
Okay, I'll be on
Get
then.
that food.
Going Trader Joe's. What's up?
User
yeah.
disconnected from